If that is my Lord's direction, that is very well. I should have been in the court myself personally, but for malaria that held me bound in Enugu. I'm just recovering, yes, and the witness is in the UK. But if my Lord would allow me to lead the witness to adopt her witness statement, I'll be most grateful. But of course, I'm subject to the direction of the court.
Let's look.
No, I can't hear what the brother Jonathan said is saying.
What he's saying is that he's joining virtually. He wasn't well, so he couldn't be here physically, but he's better. And if he can, he will conduct the trial.
Yes,
So it's ESCO, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yes.
Can you hear us clearly?
Yes, my Lord, maybe there are two systems on within the space my Lord is occupying. That will be the reason for the echo. That
okay,
could
so
be
this is what we are going to do. Whenever I am speaking, you all will unmute your mic. I mean, you all will mute your mic.
Yes. Yes, my Lord.
Okay. Okay, you may proceed to call the witness.
Okay. Uju Aligwo, you are in the meeting. You are in the courtroom. Did you hear me? I can see that she is connecting to audio. Uju Aligwo, do you hear me? Can you unmute yourself, please? Unmute yourself. You're about to give evidence. Do you hear me? Could you kindly unmute yourself, please? Oh dear. Uju Aligwo, can you unmute yourself, please? Unmute, please. You're about to give evidence.
Uju, will you like to unmute your mic, please? So that we can hear you. We want to be sure that you are with us.
Aha.
Okay.
All right. Over to the registrar. I think he will swear. So Uju, you're about to give evidence. The court registrar will swear you on the Bible, and then your evidence will start.
Okay. Hello.
Registrar, you need to unmute. You are muted.
Raise up your hand.
Okay, it appears that Uju is not visible to Hepzibah and Leonard Silk in the courtroom. Maybe Uju will have to exit and come back.
Because I can see her
I'm
on
seeing her
my
anyway.
screen, yes. Uju, you are not visible.
This.
Can they see her now? Her hands are raised.
Yes.
You can board your screen. Uju.
Okay.
Yes. Let us see. On your phone. Part-time. Yes. Open your phone.
I don't know why Uju is not visible to.
Was just okay, yeah. Come on.
Where is the claimant, by the way?
The claimant is
What's her
Uju.
present location, physical location?
She's in the UK.
In the UK.
Yes, my lord.
This is. But if just to take evidence is this, what about cross-examination? How is it going to be? Okay, can you see Uju now? Leonard Silk. Okay. So
Okay.
let's go
Would
on.
you raise up your hand? Say I.
Hi.
Your name.
My name is Uju Etel Aligo.
Affirm. Affirm.
My name is Uju Etel Aligo.
You affirm. Said affirm.
Affirmed.
That the evidence I shall give.
That the evidence I shall give.
In this case.
In this case.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Lord, the witness has been affirmed.
Thank you. You may proceed to lead the witness.
Okay. Witness, tell the honorable court your name.
My name is Uju Etel, my lord. Uju Etel Aligo, my lord.
What is your address?
My address is 171.
Your full name, please. Uju Etel.
Aligo, my lord.
Uju, you know the court is recording you longhand, so speak slowly the way I am speaking, so the court can get everything you say.
Go on.
What is your address?
My address is 171 Greenridge Road. Greenridge Road, Cumbernauld,
How is that
Glasgow.
spelled?
Spell Greenridge, please.
Greenrig, my lord.
Yes, continue with your address.
171 Greenridge Road, Cumbernauld, United Kingdom.
Could you spell Cumbernauld, please?
Where?
CUMBERNAULD, Glasgow, Cumbernauld, Glasgow, United Kingdom.
CUMBER.
ER
Yes.
NAULD, Cumbernauld, my lord.
Cumbernauld.
Yes, Cumbernauld.
Yeah. Yes, go on.
What is your occupation?
Where is Cumbernauld?
Cumbernauld is in Scotland, United Kingdom.
Scotland, UK. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
Could you tell the court your occupation?
My occupation, I am a banker, but having lost my appointment with the defendant, I'm now a student.
Yes.
You deposed to a witness statement on oath before the registrar of this court. Is that not so?
Yes, my lord.
And your witness statement on oath is
On the 8th of
deposed,
February 2023.
deposed on the 8th of February 2023. Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
What do you wish to do with this witness statement on oath? What do you want the court to do with it? What do you want to do with it?
I want to adopt it as my evidence, my lord.
Thank you.
You
Thank you, my lord.
also referred to a number of documents in your witness statement on oath. Is that correct?
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Some of them are original and some of them are not. Is that correct?
Yes, my lord.
There are some which you wrote the defendant bank and you gave them notice to produce, while there are some the defendant bank wrote to you. Would that be correct?
Yes, my lord.
She gave the defendants notice to produce.
Yes, my lord.
Some the defendants gave.
In paragraph 5 of the witness statement of oath, it is so stated.
Okay.
My lord, I am sorry to break the proceedings at this point to seek my lord's direction concerning how to tender the documents. Originals, unfortunately, are not in Abuja as we speak. Frankly, the witness traveled with the originals, and I have asked her to courier them down, which we are yet to receive. If my Lord could give us direction.
Leonard Silk, if I'm getting you well, some of the documents are not readily available.
Unfortunately so, my Lord.
Does Ugo Nana have any documents with her?
I believe the documents she would have will be photocopies, unless my Lord could provisionally admit photocopies of the front-loaded documents, and we will, at the next hearing, provide originals provide originals of the ones we have the originals.
Okay, just I think you should all mute your mics and let me.
Thank you, my Lord.
Mute your mics. Okay. You wanted my direction. It looks like the virtual trial is actually going to be cumbersome because this is purely hybrid. We're in the courtroom. Leonard Silk in the courtroom is already complaining about the quality of the virtual trial. And I was wondering if you wouldn't want to make use of one of the provisions of the rules of court that allow for trials on record, especially if everything can be fought on documents.
Yes, my Lord, I do not mind.
No, this has to be by agreement of the parties. Where is the
yes,
practice?
yes, my Lord. As a matter of fact, I do not even mind being in Abuja the next day. I'm in Enugu. It was my health that challenged my coming down. My problem is the witness who, as a student in the UK, quite frankly, we must disclose to the court, quite frankly, she can't afford to return to the country until she concludes her course. And that's not this year, to give evidence. So my Lord, we'll be glad to follow the practice directions. I was thinking that if my Lord would approve at my being a court the next time, I'll be with the originals. She would have sent them, and we can scan them using the Zoom technology. We show her the photo of the original. She identifies them.
No, as a matter of fact, showing her the documents do not even matter because the documents have been front-loaded.
Yes, my Lord.
It is assumed that she has seen the documents, and I mean, she front-loaded them herself. But if I have the documents in court, I can admit them readily.
Oh, as the court pleases. In that case, my lord, may I identify from the witness statement those ones which are not originals and subject to the non-objection of my learned friend on the other side. My learned friend Hepzibah Ugunanda could present those
Hepzibah,
ones.
which documents do you have with you here? And so do we, because they are all front-loaded. You don't have any of the originals. The ones for which notice to produce was given, do you have them now?
I'm afraid not. They have not produced them. That's number 5 in the witness statement on oath. Her letters of acceptance of employment, number 5.
You have it
they
now?
Have not been produced. Yes, the photocopy is with Hepzibah. The bank did not produce those ones.
Okay, perhaps you were not. The Leonard Silk's mic was not muted when he spoke. Yeah. Yes, please do so.
Hello? Mr. Kariwo, can you hear me?
I now hear you.
Okay, sir. So what I'm saying is that by the record of this court, on 20th March 2024, your client was granted leave for virtual hearing.
Yes.
And from March, April, May, June, that is 4 months, extremely sufficient for the document to be couriered from UK to Nigeria. 4 months. I took off from Lagos yesterday evening to be in Abuja to conduct this hearing. And most importantly, this is a court of record. I speak as an officer of the court and a minister in the Temple of Justice. The way and manner the claimant is pushing the case will not do justice to fair and just administration of the dispute. If you want to tender what you have, tender it, will respond. Thank you.
May I, my lord, may I respond to my learned friend?
My summary is that from 20th March 2024 to 20.
I want to take full responsibility.
More than sufficient.
our,
for, for the claimant and his legal team . to ensure all necessary documents they intend to rely on or tender sought to rely on tender is within reach, whether from Enugu or the United Kingdom. As a court of record, it is the duty of the counsel and the bar. As a court of record, it's the duty of counsel and the court to ensure that trial or hearing is substantially fair, just, and even to all the parties concerned. I respectfully submit, therefore, that it appears the claimant are not ready for their case so far. But if they are ready, let them tender the document they have. We'll respond accordingly. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Kariwe.
Thank you, my Lord.
Yes.
I want to agree with my learned friend that 4 months, 4 months, it's sufficient time for us, 3 months, for us to have gotten our documents assembled. However, unfortunately, I have been ill, and because the center of my operations is my Enugu office, my illness completely affected the operations of cases I wish to handle myself. By the way, and maybe irrelevantly, this is a pro bono matter I'm handling for a friend, family of a friend, but it is a matter I am handling myself. And so I did not delegate it to someone else, and I was afflicted by illness, which is what stopped me from coming to Abuja. I'm just recovering by the grace of God. So my learned friend is right. Ordinarily, 3 months is enough time, but unfortunately, Hepzibah, who appears for me, is not really, who appears with me this morning, is walking in the chambers of my learned friend, Akubo SN, Joseph Akubo SN.
Okay, she's not from your chambers.
Yes, my Lord. I don't have a chambers in Abuja at the moment, unfortunately. She's with the chambers of Dr. Joseph Akubo SN, but she's released to me to come to take minor dates and what have you, minor stages in matters, depending when I can come myself. Otherwise, she would have my file and she would take certain steps. But I apologize. I deeply apologize. And if it pleases the court, I will say that at this stage, having adopted her witness statement, may I humbly, respectfully, and apologetically apply for an adjournment, considering that my learned friend flew in from Lagos. To apply for an adjournment, a short adjournment, if my Lord will give us an adjournment before the vacation. My Lord, all the documents will be available, and by the grace of God, I will come myself to the court. The witness will just sit in a UK classroom, and whatever needs for her presence, she will comply. Then my learned friend can cross-examine. I apologize to the court, and I apologize to my learned friend. Perhaps we should be more in touch outside court, me and him and I, discussing the situation and the possibility of how the case can go. May it please the Honorable Court.
You heard him. Yes. Apologetically and humbly. And he has spoken about his ill health, which has brought about the slow pace of matters he's handling himself. Gonana is from another chambers. He only had to ask her to hold his brief in view of the importance of this matter. And he also made an extra effort to appear virtually. He wants a date, but I'm afraid you cannot get a date before the vacation. It has to be after the vacation.
No, that is obvious.
Yes.
That is obvious that the vacations are around the corner.
Yes.
We know that the nature of the work of the judges is so rigorous. They
Yes.
need to raise the stand.
Yes.
Raise the break for mental fatigue and exhaustion.
Thank you.
Beloved, there are three issues that are very silent and very touching. My learned friend of the inner bar is not feeling well.
Yes.
My sincere prayer for his quick recovery. The other fundamental issue is also the claimant is also a student.
Yes.
Struggling to earn a living or study and improve herself in the UK. She can be here. Beloved, most importantly, I say it with every sense of responsibility.
Yes.
The nature of our adversarial litigation is that it's possible for you to see or to get a gaze on the outcome of this case. Now, looking at this claim and the forward, I am of the humble disposition that the claimant and the litigant should consider exploring amicable out of court settlement.
Yes, I was actually thinking of suggesting.
Look at it. I was a banker too, and I always feel for people losing their job, and it could be devastating. It is clear. Anybody who has done this job a few years can know that if you see a matter that at the end of the day, you know how it will be. When you front load the document, when you look at the pleading, when you look at the relief, you know. I'm not saying it to hurt my people, I'm saying it as a man that fear God and conscience.
Yes.
I would encourage my clients to adjust their ground if the claimant and legal teams are amenable to amicable out of settlement, so that both the pressure on the counsel in court, who is not a member of that particular law firm, the pressure on my learned friend, the pressure on the claimant of these things to be taken care of, and we cut our losses and move ahead. Even the bank she left is publicly held. People have been sacked from the other day, they liquidated Heritage Bank. So reality that you face front and counter losses are present. I wouldn't be asking for a cost because my learned friends would be comfortable with. I would have asked for a cost of $250,000 to cover my air ticket, but I waived that. I considered adjournment.
Thank you.
God bless you, my learned friend Silk. May I humbly request that my learned friend Silk should write us a letter without prejudice, proposing settlement out of court. You are the defendant. Write a letter without
I am,
prejudice.
Mr. Kariwe, I am rather of the view that just so we maintain a very plain disposition, you know how clients tend to interpret certain things.
Yes, my lord.
I can make an order, and the order of court will be obtained by parties. That settlement, the out of court settlement should be explored. As a matter of fact, I can refer you to the in-house ADR center. We have a mediator here, and then we can explore this out of court. I mean, amicable settlement. What I would just say is that settlement is a two-way traffic where you do not stay rigid on one point. Parties should be ready to bend this way or that way to achieve settlement, meet halfway somehow. Thankfully, the claimant is here and she's listening, and I believe that the learned Silk Ajala can also prevail on his own clients too, in the spirit of settlement, to come to an amicable conclusion, and then we can enter it as consent judgment.
As the court pleases.
Okay.
Most obliged, my lord.
I want to hear from the claimant. Uju, can you unmute your mic and tell me whether or not you are in favor of an attempt to settle this matter amicably?
Yes, my lord.
Thank you. One more thing. Do you want to wade into the settlement by yourselves, or you want me to refer you to the ADR center?
Oh, my lord, we will be glad to be referred to the ADR center. Anyone is okay. Anyone is okay, my lord. My learned friend Silk and I can try to drive the process.
Okay.
But yes, but
let me hear from you.
But my lord, we don't mind the ADR center either. I didn't even know there was an ADR center.
Well, our experience has often shown that the in-house ADR of courts often do not give the desired result.
No, they do. I've had quite a number of cases. It depends.
We had experience in FCT and
No. Ours is different.
Well, I wouldn't be susceptible. My client wouldn't be disposed to the ADR of the court. If the parties cannot push for a settlement, they will do it in court.
Okay, so you want to explore settlement on your own?
If the claimant and the team are not willing for us to push it, then let's go to court. We don't want to go to ADR of the person. We have that sort of.
Let me tell you what our ADR is about. You heard me. I kept on saying mediation. We are not doing arbitration. It's mediation. It's just like your settlement meetings, but this time it is kind of done under the direction or guidance of a mediator who will kind of, like, just like the word suggests, he will mediate.
The constraint in this one is that the claimant is not within jurisdiction.
Yeah, but you can speak to her on phone.
Her lead counsel was not with him.
No, he's around. He'll be available. What will happen? Sorry. What will happen? Usually, how our mediation center operates is that once I make an order, the mediator will send notices to you. You make your you will agree on what dates you'll be available, just like a court sitting, but it will be in the area, and the offices here, and there will be syndic. You can discuss. You can come back another day. It's a very informal thing.
The time constraint of my practice will not permit that. The time constraint, they won't pay me for that.
You'll be surprised that it actually sometimes it's even faster.
I don't have that temperament for this. But either I come to court, or we do it at council to council level.
Okay. So you want the settlement to be done by yourselves?
Yes, if
okay.
you felt they will, if your judgment will be report of settlement or the hearing resumes.
Okay. Mr. Kariwe, you heard him.
Yes, my lord.
Silk he prefers that the settlement be done directly by the parties, which is fine.
As the court pleases, it's okay. If that's the preference of my learned friend Silk, that's fine, my lord.
Okay. October 16 for report of settlement.
Sorry, my lord, I didn't get that. October 16?
16th, yes.
Oh, thank you, my lord. As the court pleases, October 16. It's convenient.
Okay.
And I'll be there myself, God willing.
Yes, I'm waiting to hear.
October 16.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yes. It's convenient. The case is adjourned. Okay. Parties are urged to explore amicable settlement. The case is adjourned to 16th October 2024 for report of settlement.
As the court pleases. Most obliged, my lord.
Well, in the event that settlement fails, it will be for continuation of hearing. Yes,
as the court pleases.
If settlement fails.
As the court pleases. Most obliged. Thank you, my lord. Very grateful. May I respectfully apply to leave the courtroom, my lord?
So, Mr. Kariwe, I believe you can excuse yourself at this point.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord. Most grateful. Yes.
And Mrs. Uju, you better, those you are studying, there's no room for failure. So you have to pass.
Thank you, my lord.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you. This was other matter. Appearances. Yes. Yes. N NZBE. Yes. 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 Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Richard. Can you spell your second name? E I E. Okay. Yes. 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 Caleb. Caleb. How is that spelled? Yes. VI. GI. Okay. Adagi. Adagi. Yes. Edi. Ehidiame. Pronounced. Yes. Thank you. Yes. So it's for hearing. Yes. Yes. You were only informed yesterday. Okay. Where is the claimant? Yes. Okay. Okay. I thought we had this conversation before. We didn't. We had this conversation in another matter, not in this one. I have a problem adopting the previous proceedings because the rules do not provide for the exact scenario that has happened in this case. The rules provide for where a judge is transferred to another division. We can adopt the proceedings, and that is because we can do a record of proceedings typed, and then the judge can vet it and confirm to us that those are the proceedings. We have our peculiar signatures, handwritings. Some of them are not legible. I have actually gone through, and I see that and there's no, but well, we can probably get our secretary or somebody to take a look. But I will only adopt that procedure if I am directed to do so, because it's not in my rules. Do you get the point? If I type these proceedings now, there is no Justice Agbakoba to take a look and say, what did you write here? Is it correct? Do you get the point? If there were previously, maybe at some point there were, I mean, that's why sometimes I always tell my clerks, as much as possible, whenever we are doing a trial, always make sure that you run out the records and we take a look. We always have our records ready, because even when they apply for records after delivery of judgment, in the next day you can get it, because the records are already prepared, they are typed in somebody's computer. Do you understand? But this is different things. I mean, the 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 previous judge is now deceased, and yes. When was it produced? When? Can we have it? If we can, if I have those records, I can take a look, and then you make your applications, and then we'll proceed with it. If you can have it, I mean, and I can see that she made an input, maybe it has been signed and vetted and signed. I mean, why not? That is just the whole essence. As a matter of fact, I was the one who even suggested in the other matter I was referring to that we should see if we can adopt the previous proceedings. But there is a lacuna, because the rules are not do not contemplate the death of a judge. And you know, whatever we are doing, it has to be by agreement of the parties. If both parties agree that yes, this is the, if I see the rules and both of you there's an application that we should adopt this, and the reasons are stated, and the other party agrees, why not? I'll look at it, and then you will go straight to adoption. Okay, when was that? Very well, Leonard Sil. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. So, Mr. Ankwe and Mr. Ebie, if both of you can look at what the records that have been produced, I am disposed to taking a look at it. If it's acceptable to both of you, we can flow with it. So we are going to sit down and have a conference, identify the exhibits. We take the records day by day, and we just sort it out, wrap it up all in one day. And then, as a matter of fact, it appears you have already filed your final written addresses. It's just for adoption. And then we'll do it, everything in one day. And then we can adjourn for judgment. So it's going to involve the input of both of you. You understand what I mean? And the file is available if you want to. I don't know who you submitted a letter for requesting for records. When do you have a copy of the letter? Okay, so you can sort that out and see if the records were actually produced, and then both of you can look at it, and if both of you agree that that was what transpired in the proceedings, everything went that way, I will record you as having said so. And then you make an application, which you adopt it as proceedings and then proceed. I will record you. And provided there is no objection from the other side, it's one file off my docket, if you ask me. Yes, especially as the claimant is no longer in the country to give physical evidence. It might be a bit clumsy to have the Zoom. We can manage through it, but trial will take another time, probably next year, before we start talking about getting to this stage again. Hmm. Yes, look at the documents and yes. You may want to, you can call for the file. You can come and see the registrar and look at the file vis-a-vis the records that have been produced. Okay? You have access to it. Yeah, the exhibits should be here. Yes, the exhibits are here. You can, that's why I said you can call for the file, look at everything, the exhibits, the way they were you in the matter? You have always been in the matter, right? Okay. 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 Yes. Yes.